Dad. How are you tonight?
Hi, Jordana. It's good to be here and to enjoy another beautiful Sunday. But I have my mask on because I've come down with COVID-19. And after 3.5 years of hiding, it found me. But I'm sure many of our viewers have had COVID, and hopefully you've all done well, and I'm on the mend. In fact, I'm going to take my mask off.
Well, it's wonderful to see you on the mend, and we have another victim of COVID-19 who is up in isolation now.
Mother came down with COVID today, and she is on Paxlovid, and I will be watching her all night to make sure that she gets through this all right.
So we watched last night's Hallmark because the one she wanted to watch was executive produced by Blake Shelton, because she is a huge fan of The Voice.
And his mother.
Yes, that's right. His mother is one of the executive
Dorothy
producers.
Shackelford.
And this is, the two of them got involved in this Hallmark.
Very talented family.
Oh, outstandingly so. And the two of them are executive producers, meaningly so, because these movies, there's 6 of them, are based upon an original song that the two of them wrote together called Time for Me to Come Home. And they both sang it together on Blake's album from 2012 called Cheers, It's Christmas. Then Dorothy went ahead and wrote a book based on that song. And so she must have sold it to Hallmark on an idea to then make movies off of it.
It's a serial. Every year we're going to be enjoying the Shackelford Shelton production.
Yeah, and they've been amazing, different, inspirational movies, and they're so great to watch, I think. So I was excited to watch this year's. And Dan, what did you think?
Well, I thought it was an excellent production. Of course, there was a lot of country music with a lot of Blake Shelton music, and it was a very fine production with wonderful actors and actresses.
That's true. This one was called A Time for Her to Come Home for Christmas, where they all have something in there in that title. And you had mentioned the actors and actresses. Now, Hallmark did a great job casting. I don't know if Blake and his mother had something to do with the casting. I'm not sure.
They were very talented.
Well, that's what I'm getting to. I don't know if they did. They had to do some kind of tryouts to see if they can sing, because this one is about a choir. This one's about a girl who, I'm not giving anything away, she loses her mother and she's going to spend Christmas alone. So she gets a job to go take care of a choir, to do a choir. And so everybody has to sing in this,
Her
right?
mother was a single mom.
Yes, thank you, yes. And so, and we know this all. This is all presented to us. So everybody has to be great singers. So this is by far a talented cast.
They were wonderful.
And so these characters, this Carly, who is the main lead in here, the Sinead Grimes Beach, she's new to Hallmark. And she actually is a podcaster, a YouTuber, just talented and new to Hallmark and adorable. And I
maybe
really
Hallmark will find me on the YouTube.
We're going to see
a new career.
Right, a new career. That would be great. You could be the next heartthrob of Hallmark.
Oh, Mother would be very jealous.
And then, of course, I pointed him out right to you, Dad. I said, oh, there is my Chris Carmack. He is from Grey's Anatomy. He was in there, and I didn't know he could sing.
Yes. Well, he looks like a physician.
Yes.
But a handsome one.
Yes.
And he was very talented, and he sang beautifully.
He did. He was good, and he was excellent. And the superstar, I think, that just had the voice in this one was his sister, who played, she was Riley in it, but it was Grace Lear. And so when we looked her up, she looked familiar. But
yes, where did we find her?
She was in American Idol, which season 18, I think it was, and we're like, oh, her voice was, I thought, to die for. And they really did a great job putting her into this, I think. And who would have thought this voice of a songbird was also a Division I soccer player?
She was wonderful.
Yeah.
Uh,
Great casting.
Simon Cowell does beautiful work with American Idol, and we're seeing the fruits of his presentation for all these wonderful singers, and Hallmark is able to utilize them to provide entertainment for us, and it's wonderful entertainment.
Yeah, and I love the story. What did you think of the story?
Well, the story at the beginning was a little bit trite. It was typical going to spend Christmas in a small American town, and when they arrive in the town by bus, there's snow on the ground, and there was really no rom-com, but the ending was so exciting and so unpredictable.
I agree.
It held my attention, and it was so great that it brought tears to my eyes, the intrigue and the beauty of it all.
It almost made you want to, and tell me if I'm wrong, go back and rewatch it to listen to the wording from the beginning.
Yes.
And I don't. Let us know in the comments when you subscribe and hit that bell for.
Oh, please, yes, watch.
Let us know in the comments what you think. If rewatching it, to listen to the words of what you find out, and then if you rewatch it, if it gives it away.
And it is such a wonderful movie at this time of the year, with Christmas and with family, and with this young girl finding that she had a family that she never knew of before.
Yeah.
And that's what was so exciting. Now, what did we have for next week?
So next week there's 4 new movies. There's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like we know.
Which one are we going to be most interested in?
So I'm going to give it backwards. So Sunday night is Round and Round. Saturday night is Christmas on Cherry Lane. Friday night is Magic and Mistletoe. And Thursday night's the one we're going to watch. To All a Good Night. And there's a reason we're going to watch that.
Why is that a reason?
So there is an actor in this one. And this is something that we've been really paying attention to. There is a commonality between Hallmark and our favorite show, Virgin River. And this one has one of our actors in it.
That's it. Virgin River is my favorite and Mom's favorite soap opera in a series on television. And it's Netflix. And Virgin River takes place in Northern California, in Eureka, California, which is the largest city up there, 200 miles north of San Francisco. And it talks about a small town located in the depth of the rainforests on a beautiful river, and all the intrigue that goes on in this town. And you get absorbed and you become part of the village. And all these actresses and actresses are like part of our family. And they're showing up on Hallmark.
That's fabulous.
Yes. And what else is intriguing about this is that the 6 prominent figures from the Virgin River series are Canadian actors and actresses that we Americans don't know of. And yet Hallmark is bringing these talented people for us to enjoy. And for that, we're very grateful.
Yeah, and I think the interesting thing is because I have a feeling that it's because Hallmark and Virgin River are filmed probably so close to each other that's why they're showing up in both of them, possibly.
Yes, but these are wonderful Canadian actors and actresses, and if you look at them, you'll see them in all these productions.
It's fabulous.
And they're in Virgin River also.
And it's so fun to be able to spot them, and we love every Hallmark movie that they're featured in.
Yes, well, we watch them because they show up as minor figures, and you say, I've seen that person before. They were in Virgin River. They live in Virgin River.
Or they come back as like a main character now. We're seeing them show up. And it's so much fun. So Thursday night, I think we're going to watch
it'll be
Cameron is showing up in there. Dr. Cameron is going to be there as one of the main guys in there. So we're going to watch that one.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. And tonight, don't forget, the Kansas City Chiefs play the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. And who's going to be there? They say Taylor Swift is going to be in the house.
Yeah.
So for all of our viewers and all of our friends out there, watch the Kansas City Chiefs Green Bay Packer team tonight on your TV and look to see if Taylor Swift will be there with us.
It's going to be cold for the Swifties out there, Dad.
For the Swifties, but you know, we're all ready for it. And for all of our fans and all of our friends, have a wonderful beginning of December, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Absolutely.
Bye, everybody.